Let me ask you a question. Do you see a difference in these two Captain Rex minifigs? I'll give you a couple seconds. If you said not a damn thing, congratulations. You're a sane human being, who probably has friends, talks to people, goes out, has a good social life. If you said yes, you can tell a difference between these two Captain Rex minifigs, go touch some grass. Call your mother. She's probably pretty worried about you. For the rest of you who are sane are probably asking, what's with the vitriol and hate towards, the people who say they can? Let's take a look at some of the comments they've left under this post. If you can't afford it, sucks to suck. Exclusivity has its price. Once a highly coveted prize, Rex will now become a common, undesirable figure. And then this dude replied, cry about it, dork. And then this guy, what's his name? Gray Rylan says, go cut my grass, buddy. Maybe you got a peek at my collection through my 20-foot windows. And then he also replies, again saying, get a haircut and clean up. He can't even spell "and" properly. I don't think this dude actually has more than 4 fucking brain cells. Maybe you can get a better job to afford nicer things than you appreciate value. See what I mean now? Congratulations, you've had your first interaction with adult fans of Legos. When I mean adult fans of Legos, I don't mean anyone who, has a Lego set in the room or whatever. I don't mean like that. I got one too.
Get the fuck out of here.
Why didn't it fly? Though, I mean the adult fans that cry about Lego sets not being to their specific liking, not being big enough, cry when their minifigs don't have tits. This is a real thumbnail. And helmet holes. Yes, they're mad about a play feature on a toy. So today, I thought I'd show, everyone some of the brightest bulbs in the Lego adult, sphere. Massive shout out to r/Lego Circle Jerk. Them boys have been doing some great work collecting all this. So, massive thank you to them. Okay, so let's start off with the collector. Now, the word collector being in quotations because there's really only 2 types of these guys. The investor, who views Legos as a way to get out of the trenches being his mother's basement in a middle-class suburban neighborhood, or they are a gooner, who puts Lego Slave Leia in a Lego-themed jar. There is no in-between. I'm going to save the gooners for later, so let's dive into the investor. So the investor has no empathy. He doesn't care that he's stealing Lego sets from kids. He doesn't care when an actor dies, because that might, cause his minifigure to come up in price, anything that benefits, him. And then there's this guy. Now, I'm just going to read this post. It's just awe-striking. It's wild. If you're poor, don't bother messaging me. I'm sick and tired of all you low ballers. It will not go lower. It is an unnamed Jedi Knight minifig in mint condition. That means no cuts or scrapes, you understand. He appeared in 7163 Republic Gunship in 2002. It was called Bob by the fandom. Bob appeared. Those that are saying I won't get more than 200 are goose who don't know anything about fuss. That don't know anything about Star Wars or its fandoms. Now, don't even make me laugh in the photo. That's not even the highest he sells for all of you broke-ass people. Stop listening and wasting my time. Get your facts straight. The lightsaber's an add-on. If you're mad because it's not the original, go get a life. That's why I priced it under $500. If you don't like it, go buy it from somewhere else. This isn't no scam. I'm selling the minifigure and the added lightsaber for $500. If you're gonna message me about something else, then don't bother. I won't respond. Yeah, this dude has never felt the touch of a woman. Now, for the YouTubers, I'm gonna go on and just show this clip, in its entirety to show what we're dealing with.
Hitler should have won World War II. Look at the Bible, there's just thousands of examples. Like when you disobeyed God in the Old Testament, there's a degenerate city, there are homosexuals, there's all that sort of stuff, right? And they said God basically opened the earth and they all just gone, just right to hell, straight to hell. George Washington did not cross the Delaware so you could go touch your pee-pee. Look at what society, Western civilization, look at how much we built. We used to build crazy grand things, churches, just societies.
Yeah, clearly we're dealing with well-adjusted people here. These are the total, first picks for everything. So the guy on the right is Republican Bricks, is an outspoken American patriot who proudly hops in his 4x4, drives out to the post office to ship out Chinese knockoffs and dirty bricks to teenagers. A grand patriot. Hoorah! And the other YouTuber is Mandar Production. He is known for harassing the intern who runs the Lego Twitter for more Lego clone troopers. But this time, blue. How original. And he ruined a community poll about picking the next, big Lego Star Wars set by telling his viewers to spam a certain choice. Just like Dream. The only difference is Dream can pull children, this guy can't. He also once commented saying, "Stay off Reddit and go to the gym," which I know his Greg Heffley looking ass is not talking. Now, there's a bunch of other ones. They're all pretty equally like this. They just whine and bitch and moan about how Lego isn't catering to them. Except this guy, Jangbricks. He's pretty chill. He mocks everyone else. He's pretty pimp chimpin'.
I'm Jang, and I'm here to look at some new reveals of Lego Star Wars products, and therefore, I'm supposed to be very, very angry. That's what we do as Lego Star Wars fans, right? We get really mad, especially because one of these sets is not made for adult collectors. That is absolutely the worst thing that Lego could possibly do. It's Star Wars and it's not made for me!
And now for our last topic, the one I mentioned earlier, the gooner. Now, I've only heard reports of the gooner. I have not personally tried to interact or research it myself. I do not want to get anywhere near this. I don't want to get anywhere near these type of people. I already know how they smell, act, and talk. So, I'm just going to show you some of the posts that the boys found. This is how a Navy admiral subdues a succubus. I don't know what the fuck's going on here, but okay. I don't know why he's flogging some chick. I'm not a Lego biologist, but I don't think that's where that goes. The next one, I'm forcing Christine to do community service. There's already a line forming. I never thought the day I would see CNC Lego. Now I have. Now I'm probably going to Kurt Cobain myself. Next one is speechless, which what? Hey, fuck, they were right. Then there's when you really need to the next one, when you really need to pass Professor Einstein's gravitational physics course. Holy shit, can't believe I actually pronounced that right. First try, let's go. But what? Man, you're disrespecting that motherfucker's name. He made the atom bomb. He figured out, physics and shit. Nah, let's degrade him into fucking one of his redheaded students. Oh my god, these people are a joke. I'm just speechless. I've got nothing left to add about these people. They're all degenerates, losers, and scammers, except Jangbricks. That guy's cool. So thanks for suffering with me. Arrivederci, assholes, holes.